Yeah, hello and how are you? Hey friends, welcome to the Shen Show. I am your host, Shenandoah Briscoe, coming to you from right here in St. Charles, Missouri. Hey, you know what? Today's Friday, August the 27th, 2021. Got a happy birthday shout out going out to Steve Ohlms. And so, without further ado, hey Steve, here's a birthday song. Shout out for you. Hey Steve, hey yard, it's your birthday today. Why? Happy birthday, I'ma say, that's a 1 more year gone away. So happy birthday to you, I say. I said, hey, I heard it's your birthday today. Why, that's another trip around the sun that you made. So I hope you're enjoying your special day because, well, it's your happy birthday day today. Oh, I said a happy birthday day today. Happy birthday to you, Steve, and many more. How about them Shen Show likes, loves, or just cares about? And shares. Don't forget shares. There are folks that share the Shen Show daily. We certainly do appreciate it. That's right, for sure. Shen Show likes Jamie O'Driscoll, Mike Shane, Doug Bell. That's that Shen Show sharer and liker. That's a AKA Steve Clary, by the way. Kimberly Ann, and my Pokey pal Amanda S. Little. That's right. These are my Shen Show fans. All right. Looks like a weather forecast coming up for you right here, right now. And it's going to be brought to you by Refreshing Word Fellowship Church, located at 2054 Campus Drive, St. Charles, Missouri, 63301. Pastored by ordained Pastor John Schumer. Refreshing Word Fellowship Church is a non-denominational Christian church, and it is a Bible-based church. So every living word from out of the Bible is what is preached at our church. So if you have an issue with something in your heart and in your soul and in your mind, and you'd like an answer for it, come on by Refreshing Word Fellowship Church, because that's where you're going to find your answers. That's again located at 2054 Campus Drive, St. Charles, Missouri. Right there across from the St. Andrews Annex, which is right in behind St. Andrews Plaza. Okie doke. Alrighty then, here we go with that weather forecast. For the St. Charles viewing area for the next 5 days. 87 degrees out there right now. Had that big old thunderstorm come rolling through a bit earlier today. And then the clouds lit up and the sun started shining again and warmed it back up. But here we go. A few clouds and stray showers or thunderstorms are quite possible later on tonight with low temperatures of 75 degrees Fahrenheit. Wind's going to be south to southeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour. And then Saturday, August the 28th, sunny skies along with a few afternoon clouds. Highs around 95 degrees Fahrenheit with winds south at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Then a few clouds from time to time with low temperatures around 74 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds will be south at 5 to 10 miles per hour. And then as far as Sunday, August the 29th, partly cloudy skies with a stray shower or thunderstorm quite possible. High temperatures around 92 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds will be south to southwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. And the rain chance is only 24, so chances are no rain. A few clouds or a stray shower or a thunderstorm is possible again overnight. Low temperature is 72 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds will be light and variable south to southwest at about 6 miles per hour. And then for Monday, August the 30th, variable clouds with scattered thunderstorms. High temperatures around 87 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds light and variable. Chances of rain 60% with a scattered shower and or thunderstorm. With low temperatures around 71 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds will be light and variable. Chances of rain 50%. And then for Tuesday, August the 31st, scattered thunderstorms. Highs around 85 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds east to northeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Chances of rain 60%. Few clouds with low temperatures of 68 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds will be northeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour. And for our final 5th day of our 5-day forecast for the St. Charles viewing area, September the 1st, Wednesday, September the 1st, intervals of clouds and sunshine. Slight chances of rain showers with high temperatures around 85 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds will be out of the northeast at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Clear skies with low temperatures around 65 miles per hour with winds east to winds in east to northeast at about 5 to 10 miles per hour. And there you have it. That's your 5-day forecast for the St. Charles viewing area. All right, just remember it's going to be mostly sunny for the 28th, which is good news because we've got the Newtown concert series going on out there at Newtown Amphitheater at 3312 Rue Royale, St. Charles, Missouri, 63301. Starts at 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. You know what? That's really cool because you'll get to see the Brothers Reed group, family folk songs, family folk music, at 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. at the Newtown Amphitheater. But you know why that's so cool? Because you can leave the Race for the Rivers and go right on down there. Because Race for the Rivers starts August the 28th at 8:30 a.m. and runs through 5 o'clock p.m. down at the Blanchette's Landing here off of Olive, straight off of Olive Street Road, all the way down there until you run into the river. That's right, St. Charles, Missouri's Olive Street Road. And it's not Olive Street Road, it's Olive Street, 100 Olive Street. Here in St. Charles, Missouri, 63301. Off 2nd Street down there, you can either turn right or left to get there. For the 2021 race, we are having a limited festival with food truck and kayak displays from Bass Pro Shop. All are welcome to come on out August the 28th, 2021 to enjoy great food and cheer on this year's racers from across that finish line. The festival kicks off at 10 a.m. and ends at 5 p.m. The festival is free to attend. Food trucks are available for food purchases. Please remember, folks, some of those trucks don't take cards, so cash is always acceptable. Bass Pro Shops are going to be out there for their outdoor days, and they're going to be we're going to honor to have them at our show again this year, and they'll be adding to the fun with a display of showcasing some of their favorite kayak models. And again, please remember that there shall be no dogs or pets, shall we say, on the park grounds during the festival hours, unless they are pet those kind of pets that you have to have. Yeah, service animals. That's them. How about the August the 29th? How about that? August the 29th, Sunday, at 6 p.m. Come down and join in the fun and listen to the Metropolitan Orchestra of St. Louis. That's right. They're going to come all the way out here to St. Charles at Frontier Park at 500 South Riverside Drive. That would be in the up on stage there in Frontier Park. So come on down and enjoy them. 6 p.m. free concert. That's right. Always a free concert. Come and join us for the Metropolitan Orchestra of St. Louis as they play Broadway musical favorites and a melody of Motown hits. So, there you have it. That's all that's going on. Alright, well, here we go. I'm gonna sing a song. Oh, by the way, that weather forecast, remember that weather forecast we had a while ago? That weather forecast was also brought up by Jessica Nicole because I saw a lot of limbs falling, laying around on rooftops. And well, Jessica Nicole, she is the official roofer. And so if you have a roofing issue, problem, and or whatsoever, if you need a bid for insurance purposes and claims, or just for a regular roofing job, roof repairs, siding, gutters, downspouts, well, she is your one call for it all. 636-358-3960. Give her a call. That's Jessica Nicole, the official roofer. All right. Well, all righty then. Hey. All right. Here's that song I was going to sing for you, and then we're going to bring that to you by Seasonal Wreaths by Jamie. Seasonal Wreaths by Jamie is, well, always seasonal. That's right. All things always happen in the season. And whatever season it just so happens to be, well, hockey season's back out, so the Blue Notes are going to be coming up, and she is quite the decorative hand. She has a little bit of a crafty side to her, and she just comes up with some of the best ideas. I tell you what, go to Seasonal Wreaths by Jamie on Facebook and peruse her page just to take a look at what she's done and what she has put together before. When the Cardinals, with Easter, with holidays of Thanksgiving and Christmas, and just because it's not Christmas, just because it's called Seasonal Wreaths doesn't mean that you have to have a wreath only at Christmas. Valentine's Day, weddings, rehearsals, you name it. You can have a wreath for an occasion. All right, Seasonal Wreaths by Jamie on Facebook. There you go. Here's that song I was going to sing for you. It's a Thank God and Greyhound by Roy Clark, and he owns all the rights and everything. So anyway, it's Roy Clark. He was the artist, and it was from his Greatest Hits album in 1995. I made a small fortune, and you squandered it all. You shamed me till I felt about 1 inch tall. But I thought I'd love you, and I'd hope you would change. So I gritted my teeth and didn't complain. Now you come to me with a simple goodbye. You tell me you're leaving, but you won't tell me why. Now we're here at the station, and you're getting on, and all I can think of is, thank God and Greyhound, you're gone. Thank God and Greyhound, you're gone. I didn't know how much longer I could go on, watching you take the respect out of me, watching you make a total wreck out of me. That big diesel motor is playing my song. Thank God and Greyhound, you're gone. Thank God and Greyhound, you're gone. I didn't know how much longer I could hold on, watching you take the respect out of me, watching you make a total wreck out of me. Oh, thank God and Greyhound, you're gone. Well, that big diesel motor is playing my song. Thank God and Greyhound, she's gone. Oh, that shiny old bus is a beautiful sight, with the black smoke rolling up around the taillights. It may sound kind of cruel, but I've been silent too long, and thank God and Greyhound, you're gone. Thank God and Greyhound, you're gone. Oh, that load off of mine got lighter when you got on. Just thank God and Greyhound, you're gone. All right. That there was, Thank God and Greyhound, you're gone. Roy Clark, he owns all the rights to that there lyric, not me. So, trading right issues, he owns it, not me. Alright, here we go. Let's see. This is story time by TV Grandpa. That's right, TV Grandpa's going to bring you a story, and it's going to be brought to you today by Thankfulness by Janie Christopher, available at Amazon.com. That's right, and books, the Brightside Bookshops, and Patch.com. So go and take a good read of Thankfulness by Janie Christopher. Alright, we're going to do The Little Old Woman Who Lived in the Shoe. Hello. Okay, here we go. TV time with TV Grandpa, or story time with TV Grandpa. Once upon a time, there was a little old woman who lived in a shoe. This shoe stood near a great forest and was so large that it served as a house for the old lady and all her children, of which she had so many that she did not know what to do with them. But the little old woman was very fond of her children, and they only thought of the best way to please her. Strong Arm, the eldest, cut down trees for firewood. Peter made baskets of wicker work, and Mark was chief gardener. Lizzie milked the cows, and Jenny taught the younger children to read. Now, this little old woman had not always lived in a shoe. Her family had once dwelt in a very nice house covered with ivy, and her husband was a woodcutter like Strong Arm. But there lived in a huge castle beyond the forest a fierce giant who one day came and laid their house in ruin with his club, after which he carried off the poor woodcutter to his castle beyond the forest. Well, when the little old lady came home, her house was in ruins, and her husband was nowhere to be found. Night came on, and as the father did not return, the old lady and her family went to search for him. And when they came to that part of the woods where the giant had met their father, they saw an immense shoe. They spent a long time weeping and calling out for their father, but he was nowhere to be found. Then the old lady thought that they had better take shelter in the shoe until they could build a new house. So Peter and Strong Arm put a roof on it and cut a door in the side and turned it into a dwelling. Now here they all lived happily for many of years, but the little old lady never forgot her husband and his sad fate. And Strong Arm, who saw how wretched his mother's often was about it, proposed to the next 11 brothers that they should go with him and set their father free from the giant. Well, their mother knew the giant's strength and would not hear of the attempt, and as she feared they would be killed. But Strong Arm was not afraid. He brought a dozen sharp swords, and Peter made as many strong shields and helmets, as well as crossbows and iron-headed arrows. They were now quite ready. Strong Arm gave the order to march, and they started for the forest. The next day they came in sight of the giant's castle. Strong Arm, leaving his brothers in a wood close by, stood boldly up to the entrance and seized the knocker, and the door was opened by a funny little boy with a large head, who kept grinning and laughing. Well, Strong Arm then walked boldly across the courtyard, and presently met a page, who took off his hat and asked him what he wanted. Well, Strong Arm said that he had come to liberate his father, who was kept a prisoner by the giant. On this little man said he was sorry for him because the part of the castle in which his father was kept was guarded by a large dragon. Well, Strongarm, nothing daunted, sooner found the monster, who was fast asleep, and so he made short work of him by sending his sword right through his heart. And which he jumped up, uttering a loud scream, and made as if he would spring forward and seize Strongarm. But the good sword had done its work well, and the monster fell heavily on the ground dead. Well, now the giant, who had been drinking much wine, was fast asleep in the remote part of the castle, and Strongarm had no sooner finished the dragon than he started the funny boy. Then up started the funny little boy who had opened the door. He led Strongarm around to another part of the courtyard where he saw his poor father, who at once sprung to his feet and embraced him. Then Strongarm called up his brothers, and when they had embraced their father, they soon broke his chains and set him free. We must now return to the little old woman. After her sons had started, she gave way to the most bitter grief, and while she was in this state of an old witch came up to her and said she would help her, and as she hated the giant too, and wished to kill him, well, the old witch took the little old lady on her broom, and they sailed off through the air straight to the giant castle. And now this old witch had great power, and at once afflicted the giant with corns and tender feet, and when he awoke from his sleep, he was in such pain that he could bear it no longer. So he thought he would go in search of his missing shoes, which, like the other one, he had in his castle, was easy and large for his foot. And when he came to the spot where the old lady and her children lived, he saw his old shoe, and with a laugh that shook the trees, he thrust his foot into it, breaking through the roof that Strongarm and Peter had put into it. And the children, in great alarm, rushed about inside the shoe, and frightened and trembling, scrambled through the door and the slits which the giant had formerly made for his corns. By this time the witch and old lady, as also Strongarm, his 11 brothers, and his father, were come up to the spot. Strongarm and his brothers shot their arrows at him till at last he fell. And wounded, and when Strongarm went up to him and cut off his head, then the father and the little old woman and all their children built a new house and lived happily ever after. And there you have it. That there was a bit longer, the story of the little old lady who lived in the shoe, but that was because it was by the Brothers Grimm, I do believe. Featured a short story on September 19, 2020. Okay, well, there you have it. Alright, hey, looks like it's time for our portion of the program called Our Daily Bread. Our Daily Bread is going to be brought to you today by the Bible with Briscoe 2021. The Bible with Briscoe 2021 is a daily reading of the Bible to be completed within 1 year. Today's reading in the Bible with Briscoe 2021 will be Psalm 120 through 122 and 1 Corinthians 9. Today's daily devotion is the ultimate healer. And we are going to be coming with today's scriptures and insights, Numbers 21, 4 through 9, and 2 Kings 1. So, here we go, Numbers 21, 4 through 9. They traveled from Mount Horn along the route to the Red Sea to go around Edom, but the people grew impatient on the way. They spoke against God and against Moses and said, "Why have you brought us up out of Egypt to die in the wilderness? There is no bread and there is no water, and we detest this miserable food." Then the Lord sent venomous snakes among them. They bit the people, and many Israelites died. These people came to Moses and said, "We sinned when we spoke against the Lord and against you. Pray to the Lord. We'll take the snakes away from us." So Moses prayed for the people. And the Lord said to Moses, "Make a snake and put it up on a pole. Anyone who is bitten can look at it and live." So Moses made a bronze snake and put it up on a pole. And then when anyone was bitten by a snake and looked at the bronze snake, they lived. Okay, that was Numbers 21, 4 through 9. Now we will be turning to 2 Kings 18, 4 through 7. And he removed the high priests, and smashed the sacred stones, and cut down the Asher poles, and he broke into pieces the bronze snake Moses had made, for up to that time the Israelites had been burning incense to it. It was called Neheshmet. Hezekiah trusted in the Lord, the God of Israel, and there was no one like him among all the kings of Judea, either before him or after him. He had fasted to the Lord and did not stop following him. He kept the commandments that the Lord had given Moses, and the Lord was with him, and he was successful in whatever he undertook. He rebelled against the kings of Assyria and did not serve him. And that was 2 Kings 18 through 47. And that was the daily bread portion of the program for the day that was brought to you today by the Bible with Briscoe 2021, a daily reading of the Bible to be completed within 1 year. Don't forget to tune in to the Bible with Briscoe 2021 for your daily reading of the Bible. Alrighty, hey friends, hey, that looks like it. That's the Shen Show in a nutshell. We're done. We're gone. We're out of here. I got one more song for you, and that goes, "Well, goodbye, my friends. It's time to go. I said goodbye, my friends. It's a time to go. I hate to leave you, but I really must go. So goodbye, my friends. Goodbye." Well, this here has been Shenandoah Briscoe saying hello and how are you? Thanks for tuning into the Shen Show, and as always, God loves you and so do I, so come back and see me again tomorrow, because, well, hey, I'll be here, and I hope that you are too.